sci-fi horror thriller with balls.
Get set, go!
Hey everybody, this is Greg with Fit for Expedition. If you're looking for Fit for Expedition, this is the right place. I'm going to bring up Kenny right away, and Kenny and I are going to welcome some guests here today. We've got Patrick coming up in a little bit. In fact, I just saw him show up in the basement from Have Cheetah Will View. We got Camping with Clammy, and we have got Jared King TV is going to be with us to play some horror movie trivia. So I hope you guys all like horror movies, and I hope you like horror movie trivia. This is the Halloween edition of the Nightcap. And there's Kenny. I didn't even give you a warning.
Thanks for having me.
How's it going, Kenny?
Oh, it's going great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I changed my name for this episode. I am Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the movie Chud?
No, I don't.
It's an older movie. I think there might have been more parts. We can ask Patrick about that. He'll probably know the answer to that. But it came out in, I don't know, I'm going to say the 80s. Maybe it was a little later or earlier. I'm not sure. So we got some horror movie trivia today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you got? What have you been doing this week so far?
Well, I've been trying to get some things straightened out for the American Wonder marathon that we was going to plan on doing, but we actually had to postpone that for now until we hear back from the American Wonder himself, and we also get his the glitch from his PayPal working, because for some reason it would work for some people, and some people it would not work, and so until further notice, the event that we were planning on doing this weekend is canceled. I actually did a video on that today. So.
Okay. All right. Well, then, you know what? I might be able to take a slot if you're going to do it the following weekend. I couldn't do it this weekend because I'm going to be out of town.
Well, see, I don't know when we're going to be doing it again, because
okay.
I'm waiting to hear back from. I'm postponing it until we actually hear back from JT himself, because I've also had a couple other people ask questions. What are we raising money for? Like, what does JT need?
Yeah, is it for, and there was also confusion. Was it for taking care of the bill for his dog, or was it for the hospital?
Well, his dog and things is already taken care of. The bill for his dog and things is already taken care of. And him and his dog are reunited together.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
I think it was someone had. I think it may have been. I'm trying to think who suggested it first. Roy. I don't remember, but somebody had suggested first that we try to raise some money for him, just so he'd have it to cover for any maybe medical purposes or anything that he may have coming up. but if his PayPal is not working, there's no way of.
There's no way for him to get the money. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hey, let me check on the chat here and see who's here. Hawking Family Adventures is here. Thanks for being here. Let's see. We've got Alberta Schoolie Adventures. That's cool. Thanks for being here. Thin Blue Lane RV Life. Greetings. Timmy Ray the King.
Yes.
Hello yourself. Let's see. We've got. Let's see. Work my way down. Oh, there's Tim. Mobang for your bucks. Thanks for being here, Tim. Naked Viking raid from Gina. And thanks, Gina, for the raid for sure. It really helps bring some people over to the live stream every night. I really appreciate it. Marshall's here. Melonomadic Adventures, thanks for being here. Happy Place Camping, thank you for being here. Karen Boardman, hello. Clay Mir is here. Evening Shade is here. Time for Exploring. Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Hey, Tim.
She Devil Adventures is here. Thanks for being here. This is all part of the Gina Viking raid. Sorry I have to look so far away from the camera. I've got 3 computers open tonight. And it's because I couldn't use my printer, so I have this computer has the trivia on it in the middle here. So it's a mess. And my desk is a mess to begin with. Dyson's Crazy Adventure is here. That's cool. Yep. Thank you for being here. Ray, Van Life Rocks is here. Mm-hmm. We've got KT Spirit 1. Thanks for being here. Mm-hmm. And see, so far over here, I have to like squint and get close to the screen. Valerie Handcott Gayan. I hope I got it right. Sorry if I didn't. Thanks for being here. And I don't want to miss it. Magnificent Germany with Darian.
My great friend and partner channel. Howdy.
That's why I wanted to give you an opening there. And I think Mayhem RV. Hi, thanks for being here. Jeff is Mayhem RV. Do you know Mayhem RV?
I've seen him around in some of the van life channels that I've been in and things, but I haven't really take a look at his channel yet.
Yeah, I see him around a lot. I'm almost positive I'm subscribed, but I will make sure that I am if I'm not by the end of this. Deborah on the go, thanks for being here. Another part of the Viking raid. Floss is here. Thank you for being here. Let me see. And then I'm really good at repeating people's names and forgetting people's names. So that's something I'm really good at. Oh, Camping with Clammy is here, and they're going to be on the screen in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Says be there shortly. And Ronald S 1962, thanks for being here. And I think Naj. Naj is here. Thanks, Naj. Oh, and Bree, TGIF, is here.
Hey, Bree, TGIF. Yep. And Naj. Hey, Naj. Hey, Claymare. I saw Claymare in here.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I said hi to her. Yeah. Hey, so what's your next video coming up?
I know I'm having my normal live stream Friday night.
Okay, yeah. But it's going to be it's going to be the trivia, or are you playing trivia still, or what are you doing now?
I'm playing Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Yeah, card game. It's the Steve Harvey edition, I think.
Okay.
But anyway, I've been doing that to try to take a break from because like I said, every time I did Kahoot, I'd get botted for somehow.
Yeah, you started getting botted really bad toward the end there. Yeah.
I never would get through a whole game without getting bots.
And they would get into the game and they would get into your stream, right? They would get into both setups.
Yeah, somebody actually come up straight up and admitted that they were the ones that put the bots in there.
Why would they do that? Oh, it's just it was a troll.
And
It was somebody who was.
And what I did was when they said that, then I blocked that person right then, right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to.
I said, you ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah. Hi, Anjay. Thanks for being here. You know what? Let's bring Patrick up from Have Cheetah Will View. Hope you're ready, Patrick.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Howdy, Patrick.
Hey, how you doing, Kitty?
Oh, I'm doing just fine and dandy.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Patrick?
Doing good. Just doing good. Just came off an interview with Legally Blind, Artfully Blind with Diana, and had an awesome show. But I'm ready for trivia.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that later because I'm obviously getting ready for this stuff. I don't know if you heard me talking about this, but I got 3 computers open to put this thing together, so I got a mess going. Before I start, I don't know if Beach Please is here, if Mike or Betsy are here, but maybe the news will get to them. I received their paper plate that they mail around from channel to channel or from subscriber to subscriber. I'm the most recent recipient of the paper plate, so I guess I have to leave some notes on here or add something in the envelope when I send it to the next person. So I thought that was kind of funny. I got a quick question before we start trivia for you, Patrick.
Sure.
You familiar with that one?
With which one?
Croczilla?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? I'm sorry, it's like a glare.
I've seen they have Croczilla, then they had one that just released earlier this year called Zilla Foot.
Zilla Foot.
Yeah, not even.
My wife would love that one. She loves those kind of.
I don't know if you love that one. There's a funny story behind that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the director made the movie for a studio, and he got into a sort of like a flaming war with them over the movie. The movie only cost $300 to make.
$300. Well,
$300
I probably won't like it.
The director was sitting there asking how much he was going to get paid. So they were fighting over how much money he should get paid for a $300 movie.
Yeah, that's already eaten up, and a lot more.
no budget for the director.
Yeah. Well, that's probably pretty horrible.
It
$300.
A buddy of mine actually bought a copy. I said, you just returned 10% of their investment.
How much was a copy?
$30.
Are you serious?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong video making business. I need to get into that.
No, you're doing fine. You don't want to. You don't want to make messes like that. That's for sure. Are you guys all ready for Halloween? You guys ready for trivia?
Yeah, I am. Are you, Kenny? Oh, you know what? Camping with Clammy's here. Well, they're not here yet. There's just a saver. Let me wait till they get on screen. Oh, there they are. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
good. How's it going?
Miami?
Good.
You guys can hear me all right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys if you can hear me all right. Does it sound okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, because I got these 3 computers and I'm worried about, the mics and all that kind of stuff. So never set up this way before. So what we usually do is we play trivia, and we play it mostly with the chat, but we have guests and usually weigh in on the trivia. Now, Patrick, if you know the answer to this stuff and it's like too simple, being the movie buff, just sit out on that one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Or you can steer people in the wrong direction. That works too.
I was about to say.
I could answer Zilla Foot for every question.
What if it's me and I'm not a big movie buff? Then what happens?
You're not a horror movie buff? Because Patrick's actually a horror movie buff.
Can I say Ghostbusters for every answer?
Yeah, you could do. That's fine. So, what are you drinking tonight? Anybody drinking anything? Anything good?
I'm drinking chocolate drink.
Oh, I've seen your chocolate drink before. The gallon jugs, right? I'm drinking a Heineken, but it's 0 alcohol.
I got iced coffee.
Iced coffee. I went to Camping World, and they were giving these 6-packs away with a purchase. And I think I spent $13. So this 6-pack probably costs $9, $10. You know, beer is so expensive nowadays. It's okay. So, you guys want to start playing some trivia?
Sure.
You ready? Okay. Kenny's got the answers. And so I ask the questions, and then Kenny will give the answer after somebody in the chat gets the right answer.
And we're going to only go with the number, the first person to get the correct.
Right, the first person to get the correct answer. Hey, D's here. Thanks for being here.
D. And before I get started, before we get started with trivia, I want to answer a question that Melonomadic Adventures had suggested.
Okay.
Asked if I could create a WhatsApp group for the whoever wants to play in the Kahoot game. Well, I have downloaded WhatsApp, but I ain't figured out how to use it.
Okay.
I don't know how that stuff works. I know a lot of Canadian people use it because it doesn't cost anything to make a Canadian call through WhatsApp. If it's if they don't have that, if Canadians don't use it, it usually to make a regular phone call to Canada, it's usually $5 to $10 Canadian money.
Okay. Well, that's a smart way to use it, I guess.
Whereas WhatsApp, it doesn't. If Canadians use the WhatsApp, it doesn't cost anything.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a good idea, I guess, if that works out that way. Okay, well, hey, let's start on the first question. Are you ready, Kenny? You ready to get started?
Yes, I'm ready to get started.
All right, I'm going to put question 1 in the chat so that people know we're on question 1. And the first question is, what's the actual name of the summer camp in the movie Sleepaway Camp? Is it A, Camp Hathaway, B, Camp White Pine, C, Camp Arawak, or D, King Ranch Camp? I can repeat that if you think I need to. It's A, Camp Hathaway, B, Camp White Pine, C, Camp Arawak, or D, King Ranch Camp.
You want me to tell you when the first? Do you want me to tell you when the first one answers right?
Kenny is the judge. You can, but Kenny's the judge, jury, and executioner up there.
I see that She Devil Adventures has come in there with the correct answer. C. It is Camp Arawak.
Okay. And that is C. Okay.
Yep, C.
Looks right to me.
Yeah.
So what did you think it was? Well, Patrick knew, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I did not know.
You did not know?
I did not know.
You know what? I put Camp Hathaway in as a choice because I actually thought it was Camp Hathaway. I don't know why I thought that.
Marcy thought it was A.
Yeah, thought it was A. Okay. Should we go to number two?
Go ahead.
All right. Number 2. I forgot I got a separate mouse here. All right. Which horror movie led to the MPAA's? And what does MPAA stand for, Patrick?
Motion picture. It's the rating system.
Okay. So which horror movie led to the MPAA's PG-13 rating? Was it A, The Exorcist, B, Sorority House Massacre, C, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, or D, Gremlins? So it's A, The Exorcist, B, Sorority House Massacre, C, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, or Gremlins. D is D.
Have a good one, Deborah, on the go. You forgot to put question 2.
I did. Yeah.
I see Boxman D come in there with the correct answer.
That's what it looked like to me. That surprised me.
It is D.
Yeah.
It is D. Gremlins.
Gremlins. Because to me, does it even seem like Gremlins is a horror movie? I mean, not
No.
nowadays.
No, it had a little horror elements to it, but yeah, it's more like a horror comedy.
Yeah, definitely today it would be a comedy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. So
Good red herrings, Greg.
oh, the other answers?
Yeah, solid.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you fooled a lot of people who I thought would have gotten it.
Hey, so I have a question for everybody. I mean, everyone on the panel here. Do you consider serial killer movies to be horror movies?
No.
No?
No.
Serial killer. Well, it all depends how they're portrayed. You know, so more like a Michael Myers, yeah, it's a horror movie. If it's something like on Lifetime, then no, it's a crime. It's a crime drama thriller.
That's what I mean. Is like a docudrama or documentary or
no, that's like crime drama. But something like a Friday the 13th or a Halloween or Chucky, those are considered horror movies.
But they're not based on reality. I mean, I guess they're based on. Some of them are based loosely on reality.
Yeah.
Most of them aren't, but
that's because there's like added elements to it, like a supernatural or super strong or possessed. So there's that they add that element to it. But true crime, I mean, it's horrible, but it's not exactly it's not designed. It's not defined as a horror movie.
Yeah. Although they did try to advertise some of them as horror movies.
Afraid to unmute.
Right. Hello.
Hi. I agree with you. I agree with you.
You agree with me?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're usually based on some story or some.
Some of them are based on reality.
Yeah.
I mean, loosely. Like, wasn't Texas Chainsaw Massacre loosely based on reality?
Think so. Yeah.
Wait, would you say that, Patrick? Or
yeah, I heard that there's some elements into the story, but since it's a fictionalized story. I mean, the story they did, and they added a lot to it from the original story, so it slides into horror. Plus the mask and the cannibalism part and the chainsaw. I mean, and the psychological horror of it. It's actually a trend. It's probably the trendsetter. I mean, to the modern day horror, it's the movie that really defined the slasher genre.
Yeah, that's that was the first horror movie I ever saw by myself. And actually that's a question I have for you all on the panel is, do you remember the very first horror movie that you saw by yourself and the situation and how that, can you tell me about that?
Well, the first movie I saw was Phantasm.
Okay.
I guess you could say Jaws too. Jaws and Grizzly. Those are probably the first two I saw at the theater. But the first movie that actually spooked me was a movie called Phantasm.
Okay. So you don't think Phantasm is a comedy?
God, no.
I think part one was kind of funny, actually. Now, the story went on, I don't think they were as funny and that's just probably, it's like campy because of the period. And then today, you look back at it.
Yeah, you look back at it, you can see some of it. But back then when I watched it, oh no, it was very spooky. Very at the end, and there's the tall man steps out and he goes, "Boy," and then I had all the lights on in my living room.
Yeah. Do you remember the first one that you saw?
Marcy says for her it was Jaws because she lived by the ocean.
Okay.
I was scared to go in the water after that. And for myself, I actually don't know what it was, but it was an Outer Limits movie, and it was about some type of alien. Maybe you guys know, alien or something that was on the plane wing, ripping the wing apart. and I had to actually get on a plane that summer, and I was just a little kid, and I was like,
And William
yeah.
Shatner was in that, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Actually.
Are you
And
talking about
so that was actually Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Twilight Zone. Pardon me, that's the one that it was. And
Yeah.
I
You
remember
mean
being freaked right out as a kid because I had to go on the plane, and I remember watching that. And I was like, "Oh no!" So yeah, that was my first one actually.
Now, did you watch the black and white series, or were you talking about the movie itself?
No, it was a black and white that I watched at the time.
Oh yeah, that's the William Shatner one.
Yeah.
Mm. Did they redo that in the movie?
Yeah, in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, they did it with John Lithgow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Hey, Paul is here. Van Vita Travels.
Hey, Van Vita.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, Happy Place Camping.
Happy Place Camping. Let's go on to the next question. So let me put it in the chat so we don't mess up again. So we're on question 3.
Question 3, yep.
All right. So number 3 is, which of these titles is not actually the name of a horror movie? Now, see, this might be one that Patrick knows that I don't think hardly anybody else is going to know, but we'll see. A, the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed up zombies. B, Deathbed, the bed that eats. C, Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. Or D, Anacrobats. You get any answers yet?
No, nobody's answering yet.
Oh, there we go.
Not seeing the correct one yet.
You shouldn't have said that. Now everybody's going to know what it is. Hey, Mike Cole. Thanks for being here. Mike's a friend of mine, old friend of mine.
Mellow Nomadic Adventures come in there with the correct answer. D.
Now I want to know if Marshall deducted it from when you said that nobody answered the right answer yet, or if he actually guessed the right answer.
I have a feeling he already knew it.
You think so?
Yeah,
I know he does. I know he's involved in movie making and stuff. So
it is D. How you pronounce that?
And acrobats.
And acrobats, yeah, and acrobats.
Okay, let's go to number 4. Number 4 is, what is considered to be the first horror movie ever made? Is it A, The Devil's Castle, B, Nosferatu, C, The Dark Ones, or D, In the Bowery? I'm sure Patrick knows the answer to this one.
Yeah, I know that one too.
Yeah.
Good question, though.
Yeah. I thought so. That's why I asked it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I see Evening Shade come in there with the correct answer.
Okay.
I
forgot to put the question in the
Devil's Castle. The Devil's Castle in 1896. A.
Yeah, 1896, and most people don't think there was ever a horror movie made until the teens. Wouldn't you say, Patrick?
Yeah. I mean, I think the first horror movie. I know. I think Nosferatu. Oh, I can't pronounce that. I think that came out in 1921.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple other ones, obscure ones, really obscure.
Yeah, actually, the next question is about that. So maybe we should, or not the next question, but the question after that. So maybe we should not touch on it too much because maybe we'll mess up and hurt the chances of the question. Okay, so are we on question 5 now, Kenny?
Yes, sir. We are.
Okay. Question 5. I want to hear some answers from you guys on the panel too. Question 5 is, in what state is the house from the film The Amityville Horror located? Is it A, Rhode Island, B, New Jersey, C, New York, or D, North Carolina? So it's A, Rhode Island, B, New Jersey, C, New York, or D, North Carolina. Any guesses?
Shoot.
Oh, Marcy wants to take a guess.
Okay. Come on, Marcy.
No, I don't. I got,
Go
I'm
ahead.
indecisive now. I was all about Rhode Island. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah.
Rhode Island, I think. Sounds good.
What do you think it is, Kenny? Oh, you know the answer. Never mind.
I can't answer because I
almost
Then
picked you up,
blink
didn't I?
twice if I'm right, and blink once if I'm wrong.
I will say, I will say that.
Is he blink?
Hang on a minute.
Somebody answer?
I saw
Somebody answered right. Okay.
I saw somebody answered right.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh,
A couple people at least.
Paul Vines come in there with the correct answer in New York.
All right. And hello, Paul Vines.
It is C, New York.
Wow. Totally
New
wrong.
York.
You're totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
Not well. I mean, it's in the right part of the country, right? So.
Okay, right. Hey, I got East Coast. It's all kind of on the East Coast, North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to question 6, and I don't think I've been entering the numbers on here, but okay, question 6. In what year was Edison's film Frankenstein released? Was it A, 1897, B, 1910, C, 1960, or D, Edison didn't make a movie about Frankenstein? So the answers are A, 1897, B, 1910, C, 1960, or D, Edison didn't make a movie about Frankenstein. Hey, Vanquished. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Vanquished, and I saw where Deborah on the Go was leaving.
Oh, okay. Thanks for coming, Deborah.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Happy Place Camping. Come in there with the correct answer. B, 1910.
Okay. They were the first one to answer the B, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, they were.
That's what I see.
Okay. I'm actually looking at the StreamYard side,
I'm
so it doesn't really mean anything.
I'm on the YouTube side. So
Yeah, and that's what we're going with. So
B.
Cool. So, hey,
So,
name your, this is for the panel. Name your top 3 horror movies.
Top 3? I don't even know if I'd classify them all as horror movies.
Well,
so one was actually Flatliners, which I wouldn't classify as a horror movie.
okay.
The Lost Boys, I really don't know if I'd classify that as a horror movie. And 13th Ghost.
13 Ghosts, that's a good movie. Wasn't there a remake? Was there 2 movies, 13 Ghosts, Patrick?
Yeah, they remade it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? So is it the old one or the new one?
It's the original one that I liked.
Okay. I like the new one too. The original one, I know it's not new. It's like 20 years old or something, but
yeah, the new one's really good.
Yeah.
So that must be the one I'm thinking about with the glass. Yeah, that's, I guess if it's 20 years old, that's probably the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, where there's somebody that gets sliced in half or something with the glass, and they're like on one side and the other. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie. What about
hello, Tuber Chat. Hello, Tuber Chat.
Oh, hey, Tuber Chat. Thanks for being here. How about you, Patrick?
I would say A Dark Song would be my number 1. Number 2 would probably be a Serbian film, and number 3 would probably be just for the hell of it, I would actually put Phantasm. Now, because people have been talking about it lately, and I've just been like, yeah. But a Serbian film would probably be my first one, and A Dark Song my number 1.
I just watched all the Phantasm movies. I don't think I had ever seen them, and I watched them all last week or over the last 2 weeks, something like that. I do find a little bit of confusion though from one movie to the next. Like they don't really completely follow the storyline. loose ends that they just kind of make up on the next movie, and then they make something up on the next movie. You know what I mean? It doesn't really fit 100%. But
no, only the first two movies are I would call good. The other three, I was not a fan of.
The last one I thought was okay, only because now with the new, with better graphics and better stuff like that. You know what I mean? They've been able to upgrade it. But yeah, I think the second one was actually, I thought that was a good one. Yeah.
I also want to say hello to Call Me V and also Casper to you all.
Oh, hey, V. Thanks for being here. Casper to you all. Thanks for being here. I saw somebody else here. Oh, Elizabeth, Lizzie Lou Creates. Thank you for being here. Awesome.
I'm doing very well. How about yourself, Casper to you all? I saw where you asked the question. How is everyone?
I'm doing great. I'm looking I'm just throwing that up there. Okay, so are we moving on to the next one, or should I ask another question to the panel? I think I'd like to ask another question to the panel, and that's, what is your go-to style of horror movie? Are you into like paranormal or zombies or vampires or what?
I like supernatural horror.
Supernatural?
Yeah.
So explain, what do you mean by supernatural?
Anywhere where there's a possession, there's a demon or like a ghost or that sort of thing. The haunted house, haunted car. Anything supernatural is right up my alley.
Okay, so paranormal.
Paranormal activities, that sort of thing.
Okay.
The Exorcist. Like I said earlier, a Dark Song would be another one.
The Exorcist is probably one of your favorite movies. I'm surprised it wasn't in your top 3.
Exorcist is a good movie. I mean, it's. I think what makes it really effective is a lot of it is actually based in things that could happen. What's like a Dark Song could, and I like that element. If you dabble in it the wrong way, they could really screw your life up. So I like that aspect.
Yes. Yeah. How about you?
I'll go with like the paranormal, but Marcy came up with one I never even thought of.
I like psychological.
She likes the psychological horrors.
Like the Saw, where they make you think about it first, or Silence of the Lambs, that kind of thing. Blair Witch. That kind of messes with your head a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. I think that's pretty good. What about you, Kenny?
I'd say probably me would probably like sci-fi movies.
Okay. It's a little bit different twist there, but
yeah.
I like sci-fi that's horror, but I don't like sci-fi that's sci-fi. If that makes any sense. Just never been into like science fiction. I mean, like, you guys are probably all gonna leave now, but I never liked Star Trek, for instance. So
Which one? All of them as a whole?
Well, the shows.
Oh,
the
that's
shows.
brave.
Ooh,
I've seen a couple of the movies that are okay.
I think they're all going to be bailing on you.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah. I think, but science fiction to me is like a different category. I don't know, a little bit different category than horror.
Now, have you seen movies like Event Horizon?
No, I don't know what that is.
Or Alien or Aliens?
Yeah, I saw those when they came out. You know,
those are good horror sci-fi.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's move on to the next questions. What number were we on, Kenny?
We're on number 7. I want to say hello to Avengers and TV Land.
Oh, hey, Tom. Thanks for being here. I know that actually, Jared isn't here. Jared King.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened.
I thought he was supposed to be on the show as well.
He was supposed to be on, but he's not here. So that's okay. Question 7. Let's go to 7, all right? Or did you say it was, that's what you said, 7, right? Okay. So who was the lead? Who was the lead actress in the movie Leprechaun? Was it A, Keisha Sharp, B, Jamie Lee Curtis, C, Tracy Lords, or D, Jennifer Aniston? So it's A, Keisha Sharp, B, Jamie Lee Curtis, C, Tracy Lords, or D, Jennifer Aniston. Patrick, you're doing a pretty good job of not like smiling or something when you hear a name.
Oh no. I'm gonna keep it straight. I'm gonna let everybody have a shot. I like some of the answers. Just, I think you discover who really is some of the horror fans on your friends here.
Yeah.
I see where I have a correct answer. Kicking the Country come in there with D, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. See, now that to me, that's kind of a surprising one too.
Yeah, it was one of her first roles.
What's that?
It was one of her very first roles.
Yeah. People don't think of the Friends star as being in a movie like that. So, in fact, I only knew the answer to that because my wife and I were talking about it just the other day. We actually had to look it up. But you ready for question 8, Kenny?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know the answer to that? It was Jennifer Aniston? No? Okay. Yeah, I thought that was kind of a strange one. Okay, question 8. What type of plant was inside the locket from the film Rosemary's Baby? So it's what type of plant was inside the locket from the film Rosemary's Baby? Was it A, tannis root, B, garlic, C, rosemary, or D, poison ivy? So the answers are A, tannis root, B, garlic, C, rosemary, or D, poison ivy. Any guesses? No?
Oh, they're guessing.
They're guessing?
We're guessing.
Are they only guessing?
Everybody's guessing poison ivy.
I see where Angie Hay come in there with the correct answer. It is A, tannis root.
Tannis roots. I'm not even sure what tannis root is. Do you guys know what tannis root is?
I don't even know that either.
I have no idea what it is.
I don't either. But I'm assuming it's something, I don't know, pungent maybe, or I'm guessing. I don't know. Hey, so I know on your channel, Camping with Clammy, you've done some abandoned exploration stuff.
Yeah, so we kind of do a couple different things because we're more about exploring and the adventure and everything else. So even though our channel is named Camping with Clammy, we do DIY and all that other fun jazz on there as well. So in the off season or when we're near a place that's really cool of exploring, because I don't want to go, how do I put this? Go explore, sites that people normally go to. I really get, have fun exploring the unknown or the crazy where people go, you're nuts to go there. So we explored a couple mansions that were abandoned. Somebody was actually trying to camp in the mansion, so it kind of fit with our theme, which was kind of cool.
There was a tent inside, right?
There was a tent inside. Yeah, there's some other stuff that I couldn't show inside, but yeah. So there's a tent actually inside that mansion. It's a big mansion. It's on I don't know how many acres, and there was the rest of a video that we're gonna do regarding a whole bunch of outbuildings. But then a lot of people in the area actually reached out and didn't want me to do that, strictly because it would give away more or less the location of it, and there was already some problems happening there.
Okay,
but we've gone and done some cemeteries. We've done some abandoned incinerator buildings. The incinerator building actually freaked me out, and a lot of that emotion in that particular video wasn't made up at all. That was actually a very freaky building. It's not too often I get freaked out when we're exploring some of these places, because I'm one of those people that a lot of times I need to see it to believe it, depending on what it is. But that was a particular one that kind of freaked me out. So I like the exploring stuff. Marcy sometimes, doesn't so much. So she'll stay in the truck because we went with the dog. So we went.
Oh, she's just taking care of the dog. That's all.
Yeah, because we went to explore a cabin in the middle of absolutely nowhere that you couldn't even drive to. The roads were all closed in and stuff, and that was a freaky place too. Uh-oh.
In my defense, I am just guarding our getaway car. That's it.
Okay.
I'm a getaway person. That's it.
You know, I don't know. We actually have kind of similar channels because I've got like 35 abandoned exploration videos on my channel. And then I've got the DIY building the box van camper.
Oh, is that right?
And then it's very, it's similar. I mean, I think that's why I like your channel, because it's some similarities there.
Yeah, because I've gone through a lot of your videos, and a lot of them are very similar. You do everything from the camping outdoors to the DIY to some reviews to the exploration type of stuff. And I was like, that we're kind of very close in what we do.
That's just what we do. We just tend to film.
Yeah. You just live your life and you just put it on a video, right? I mean, that's the way I see it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And we live on an island, so there's some really, really cool places to.
Yeah. Where do you live?
Vancouver Island.
Okay. Wasn't even aware of that. Yeah. I didn't know that you were.
So lots of cool
Canada.
places up here, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Ask everybody in Canada that all came here in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
She says that, but she's American. Get a load of that, right? How does that work?
Yeah. I find a lot of places around Arizona, and I think it's because the climate is dry. And so things don't rot, fall apart. So there's a lot of abandoned places just out in the middle of the desert. You know?
Yeah, you have desert, you have the Grand Canyon. There's all kinds of cool stuff in Arizona.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, I've only left the state once since I've had my YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Well, for video. Oh. Yeah.
Well, you have to do an expedition in the summertime next year.
Yeah, we're going to be hitting the road full time eventually here. So in the box van.
Cool.
Yeah. So hey, let's move.
Warm there.
Can we move on to the next question? Oh, go ahead.
There's a question in the chat there. It says, Angie Hayes says, how do you find abandoned places?
How do you find abandoned places?
Is that for you or for me?
You go first.
So the cabin in the woods, for example, we had heard about that people. I'm a little strange. I'll just put that out there. So people had said that, hey, there's a cabin in the woods where it's so grown in, there's no road anymore, and there's a truck in there, and they don't have no idea how that truck got in there, and that people say to stay away from this cabin because there's definitely something not right with it. And as soon as I hear that, I'm like, right on, I got to go check this out. So a lot of times it's just word of mouth of people saying, hey, there's this or that, or I understand that you do this on your YouTube channel, or you're kind of oddball, so maybe you want to go check this out, and then we'd go and check it out. So a lot of times it's word of mouth. A lot of the places that we go to, and we have more videos coming up. They're just not done being edited and things. But a lot of places that we go to aren't advertised per se, or a lot of people don't know about them because they're kept hush hush for one reason or another, whether it's graffiti or vandalism or whatever. They kept hush hush, or maybe something strange did happen there, and over the years people have tried to forget about it, just like the cabin. Like, we had to go through I don't know how much bush and through a little bit of the ocean and everything just to get to this place. And same with the incinerator that we went to. That was like at the end of an old industrial area that's completely shut down. So a lot of it's by word of mouth, or just sometimes I just randomly drive around, or I hear a place that's at the other end of the island, or maybe on the mainland or whatever. Then we have to go check it out.
Yeah. I find some of them just driving around and just keeping your eyes open. But actually, I used to own FedEx ground contracts and courier businesses. And so we would be driving all over this part of the state, all the way from New Mexico state line all the way over to Ajo and the whole southern part of Arizona. And so I never really thought about going to those places when I was doing it, but I remember where all those places are. And so I've been hitting them and starting to run out of places now, but I'm going to have to start working.
There's only one place that we actually went to that was actually advertised, and it was actually mentioned in Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's supposed to be, they call it the Butter Church. We didn't actually use that name in the video. We called it the Stone Church or whatever, because that's one of the words that I was done by. but it was actually mentioned in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I saw that video. Yeah,
of them saying that, you know what, there's paranormal stuff that happens there and things like this. And of course, as soon as they said that, I'm like, hey man, that's like half an hour away from me. I'm gonna go check it out, right? So sometimes we find things in odd ways.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's because of movies. And what do you think of that, of this idea, Patrick? It's because of movies that people are afraid to go to some of these places because it's just their experiences from seeing things in movies.
Sure. I mean, a lot of people are spooked by the woods and by the ocean or cemeteries. I mean, all places that are, are pretty much, safe if you, watch your P's and Q's, but, because they're portrayed as such scary places that people tend to avoid them.
Yeah, I think so. Because I don't really do it because, to be honest with you, and I don't know, I've never had any kind of scary feelings or anything when I go into these places. I just don't even feel anything. It's kind of funny. People think that it's crazy to go in there by myself, and they probably say the same thing to you about it. But I never really feel anything, or, I'm never frightened by it.
I've only had the one, and it was at the incinerator building.
Yeah.
And a lot of that one just had to do with the location, and it was super windy and you couldn't hear and things. Yeah, Marcy didn't like the church at all. But other than that, I don't get freaked out too much by them. Because a lot of times, this may sound silly, a lot of times there'll be an explanation of what's going on, right?
Right.
And
sure.
if you pay attention to what you're doing and you're careful with what you do and you try not to, if something else is going on there, for lack of better words, mind your business and be respectful, then generally, things all work out.
Yeah, I've heard some strange noises before, but they're explainable. There's things that you can figure out. Oh, that's this scraping against that or whatever. I've never really been too afraid by anything I've seen. But what number are we on, Kenny?
We're on number 9.
Question 9. Okay, let's go to question 9. Okay, question 9 is in what state was the film The Blair Witch Project filmed? Was it A, Connecticut, B, Maryland, C, Georgia, or D, Alabama? So was it A, Connecticut, B, Maryland, C, Georgia, or D, Alabama? We getting any answers? We getting any right answers? Well, you got a right answer in there.
Yep. It is B, with Time for Exploring.
Tim comes in again.
Tim. Well, it is Maryland.
And by the way, I didn't mention this, but I want to make sure that everybody knows you're winning absolutely nothing. So, but Tim won absolutely nothing last week, so he could be a 2-time winner of nothing. We'll see. Let's go. You ready for 10, Kenny?
Yes.
Okay. Question 10. Okay, there we go. What film is considered to be the very first zombie movie? Is it A, Carnival of Souls, B, White Zombie, C, Bowery at Midnight, or D, The Devil's Daughter? Answers are A, Carnival of Souls, B, White Zombie, C, Bowery at Midnight, or D, The Devil's Daughter. Oh, and I wore a special shirt for tonight, too. I got my Halloween shirt on. So. What do you got?
I'm not seeing it yet. There it is.
No, it's there.
See.
It's there.
Happy Place Camping.
Happy Place Camping.
Yes.
For the win. All right.
So far, she's leading right now.
Yeah. How many does Happy Place Camping have? Correct.
That's 2.
That's 2?
Yep.
Doesn't Tim have 2?
No, because that was his first one that he's answered.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. What number are we on?
we're on number 11.
Go to number 11. Then I'm going to come back and ask you guys about something else.
It was B, White Zombie.
Yes, White Zombie. And of course, Patrick, you knew that, right?
No, I didn't know that actually. That
Oh,
one
you didn't?
I would have been stumped on that one.
Oh, okay. Question 11. Who directed the remake of Dawn of the Dead that was released in 2004? Was it Victor Rothstein, B, George Romero, C, David Cronenberg, or D, Zack Snyder? So A, Victor Rothstein, B, George Romero, C, David Cronenberg, or D, Zack Snyder? Ray.
I see Adventures in TV Land come in there with the correct answer.
All right.
It is D.
It's
Zack
D.
Snyder.
All right.
How about a bonus question, Greg?
Sure.
Who wrote the sequel?
Who wrote the sequel?
Yeah. Zack Snyder directed it, but who wrote it?
Oh. I don't know. I know who started it.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It was a pretty all-star cast, wasn't it?
Well, it was. I'm now. I can't. Now his name is. I'm losing his name now. But
there was let's see, Omar Epps was in it, and Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, it was James Gunn.
James Gutt.
James Gunn.
Okay, not even familiar with that person.
Oh, he directed the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
He directed actually another really good horror comedy film called Slither.
Okay, I've heard of it, but
yeah, he wrote the remake, which was actually superior to the first one.
You know, you were talking about movies, one of your favorite movies, and it was a foreign film. What was the film again?
A Serbian film.
Serbian film. What was it called?
A Serbian film.
Yeah. What was it called though?
The movie?
Yeah.
No, that's the name of the movie. It's called.
Oh, I thought you meant it was subtitled with. Oh, okay.
No,
who's on first?
Yeah.
I do have a question for you though, for everybody. Do you think that subtitles take away from especially in a horror movie, take away from the suspense or the fear?
No.
Why do you say that?
Because it does.
I mean, I agree with you, but I'm just wondering why you say that.
You know, after a while, you don't need to read every single word. I mean, most people can pick up on a sentence with word skipping. They can get the gist of it. Plus, a lot of the times you can actually look at the actors, and see you can see their emotions. You can see their emotions and how animated they speak and their actions. That helps too. Of course, and for TV, I mean, anytime you get a TV, especially for these big screen TVs, you can make it a little bit bigger. The subtitles a little bit bigger, so you can catch up. So you can stay with it a little bit. As far as that goes, plus you can always just stop it, and go back if you happen to miss something. You can always just go back. It won't take you out. It won't take you out of the movie.
Yeah, we always leave the subtitles on anyway for everything, just so we don't miss anything, and you just get used to reading it. You don't even realize that you're reading it anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. So, what about you? Do you think it takes away from the movie?
I do not like the subtitles. I'm probably the only one. Everybody else seems to like them. Country Vlogs. Read the book, not the movie. I get distracted. I'm going to be honest. I get distracted. I like to pay attention to what's going on in the movie because I like to see what's in the background of the movies and stuff like that. So when I'm watching a movie like that, I'd rather pay attention to what's going on in the movie and the background, because a lot of times people miss what's going on in the background of movies. I don't think they realize that. They watch a movie and they just focus on one particular thing. But if they actually see what's going on in the backfield or the background of the movie, a lot of times you'll see other things.
So you mean like, do you actually mean beyond, like behind the actors, behind the action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to watch movies that way where I can see actually what's going on behind, because there's a lot of things that you see behind it that a lot of people don't notice. So if there's subtitles, I don't even pay attention anymore to what's going on in the background.
Yeah. Okay. I think you kind of get used to it. I think it does take time to get used to it, though.
Nothing to do with behind. It just distracts the heck out of me, and I don't like it.
You know, what about some movies though, like especially Korean films? Sometimes the language is so fast that you can't keep up with the subtitles. You ever run into that, Patrick?
Yeah. I mean, I watch a lot of horror, K horror, and yeah, there's sometimes that happens. But what's interesting is a lot of times you'll see them speaking Korean, and then they'll slip right into English. I mean, they'll slip
I noticed that
and go right back into Korean. They don't have the word, and so that really is interesting too. And you can actually pick up on what they're saying just by a few American words, the English words they use.
Yeah, I have noticed that. And not just Korean movies, some other language movies too. They'll do that, slip into English, or they'll use enough English words, I guess, that you actually use them in their vocabulary, that it kind of brings you back into it, Yeah. I had another question here. Oh, have you seen a film that was billed as a horror movie, and then after you watched it, you're like, that wasn't even a horror movie, or vice versa?
Yeah, Cujo. Yeah,
that was like a wild animal video. It wasn't really
but it wasn't a horror film. It was actually sort of like more like Old Yeller. It was a very sad movie. If you really go back and watch it, it's really sad. It's not so much horror, but it's a really sad movie. And it's not the mother and the son that are the victims. It's the dog. The dog is the victim. The dog is the victim of the whole movie because of his owner not paying attention and not getting them vaccinated.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that for I reviewed that movie for my blog. I watched it and I reviewed it, and I was really struck how just completely sad that movie was, and you just couldn't help but feel sorry for the dog from the very first time you saw him. It wasn't his fault. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I mean that's usually the case for an animal anyway. I mean it's usually the owners, masters, whatever that actually are the problem. Yeah, most of the time.
I mean, look at Pet Cemetery, it's the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Pet Cemetery, is that actually okay? I was at the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, and which is the hotel that The Shining is based on, right?
Right.
And right next to it is, I hope I'm not giving any of the questions away. And right next to it is a pet cemetery. Do you know if the pet cemetery right next to that was the basis for the story Pet Cemetery?
No, Stephen King bases all his stories except for The Shining, but the characters actually came from Maine. He pretty much puts every character in Maine. I think for The Shining, I think they moved. Jack Torrance got a job, so they moved from Maine to Colorado. But Pet Cemetery was, I do believe it was set in. I think they moved from Maine, I think, down to New England in the book. So all his characters are based there in the New England area. Maine is Maine's like 90% of his stories.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, guess I need to pay attention more. Probably too busy reading the subtitles or something. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What number are we on, Kenny?
We're on number 12.
Number 12. Okay.
Don't forget to tap in number 12 there.
I just did. Question 12. Okay. What was the budget for 1981's Evil Dead? Was it A, $50,000, B, $750,000, C, $375,000, or D, $4 million? I should have put in $300, like the movie you were talking about earlier.
Of Zillafoot. God, $300. Seen worse.
The Vanquished come in there with the correct answer. It is C.
All right, cool.
$375,000.
Yep. What year was that? Do you remember, Patrick?
I think The Evil Dead came out in 1982.
82? Okay. That was not that little amount of money in 82. I guess for a movie it was, though.
They actually shot a lot of it here in Michigan. I live maybe like 30 miles away from where he filmed a lot of this, a lot of the scenes from the movie.
You should go out and do a video there.
I should actually do that.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I never thought about that. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. That would be fun. That would be a good movie, I think. I mean, a good video, I think. Okay, you ready for your next question?
It is number 13.
All right, lucky 13. All right, question 13 is, what is the high? And I'm asking this question because we actually have, we have a Canadian on panel, but we also have usually have a lot of Canadians in the chat. So this is a Canadian question. What is the highest grossing Canadian horror film of all time? Is it A, Mama, B, Prom Night, C, Videodrome, or D, Dead Ringers? So is it A, Mama, B, Prom Night, C, Videodrome, or D, Dead Ringers?
Oh, that's a good question.
I need the Jeopardy theme song.
Do, 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 do.
I'm not seeing.
I'm seeing it now.
Time for exploring. It is a Mama.
Right, Mama.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't even know what that movie is. Do you know what that movie is? No.
Yeah, it's a trilogy actually. It's one of the trilogy. Wow. That surprises me. When I heard all of those, I'm like, really? That's it? I thought it'd be other movies, but
yeah, Videodrome and Dead Ringers. Well, Prom Night made almost nothing. I mean, yeah, that was a really low earning film.
I think Cronenberg did both Dead Ringers and Videodrome. He did them both, I believe.
Yeah. Who did Mama?
Wow. I don't know who did Mama. I know who did Darlin'. That was Pollyanna McIntosh. But I don't know who did Mama.
What is Mama about?
It's a creature who takes care of two little kids.
I've seen it. Two little girls.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
I've seen it. I have seen it. Okay. You know, do you ever get to the point where you see so many horror movies you can't remember what movie's what?
No, there's a lot of movies I have not seen.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot I haven't seen.
I get to the point where I can't decipher one movie from the next. I mean, just title-wise. I know it's a different movie, but I don't know what the movie was. You know, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I try to stay away from the really heavy mainstream stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like going to different stuff like like Mama. I mean, that would be something I would really enjoy.
I stay away. I pretty much do independent everything.
Yeah,
not just horror, but I try to do independent for all film. Actually, are we on question 14, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's in the chat. Question 14. What hotel was used for the exterior shots for the film The Shining? What was it? A, the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, B, El Tovar Hotel at the Grand Canyon, C, the Timberline Lodge in Oregon, or D, the Princeton Lodge in Colorado? So it's A, the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, B, El Tovar Hotel at the Grand Canyon, C, the Timberline Lodge in Oregon, or D, the Princeton Lodge in Colorado.
Hey, Greg, I'm going to step off for a real quick second. I'll be right back.
No problem.
I see
No problem.
Ann J.
Look at that
come in
picture.
there. Ann J. come in there with the correct answer. It is C, the Timberline Lodge in Oregon.
Did you know that one, Patrick?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured. Hey, Cars and Camping Adventure is here. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Cars and Camping Adventure.
Do you know
And
Cars and
hey,
Camping Adventure?
Becky Allen.
No.
Who, me?
A lot of people here are brand new to me. I don't. Some I know, like I know Marshall and V and Bree and Brene, but a lot of folks I don't know.
Okay, yeah, Marshall is actually my partner channel, Melanomatic Adventures. So
Right.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
me and Marshall,
You know what? I don't think I said hi to Fairy Dust. Sorry, Brene.
Hey, Fairy Dust.
Yeah, and I think she's been here a while too. I just never
And
never said hello.
Cars and Camping Adventures just said that they were new to the channel. So
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being here. And welcome. Should we move on to the next question?
And
what is the next question?
Whoop. Well, question 15.
Question 15. All right. Question 15. What is the name of the demon in the film The Exorcist? Is it A, Bojobero, B, Pazuzu, C, Araman, or D, Adremelich, or Dremelich? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. A, Bojobero, B, Pazuzu, C, Araman, or D, Aramelich? You get a lot of answers already for this one.
yeah, someone already got it right too.
Oh, okay.
I see Kicking It Country come in there with the correct answer. It is B, Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. Yeah, and that's actually a real biblical demon, I guess.
Yeah.
Pazuzu. Is there any notes on? I put some notes on some stuff, Kenny, on the answer sheet. No notes on that? Maybe not.
Not on that answer, no.
Okay, maybe not. All right, let's go on to.
I will say, on question 13, you did put some notes on where you answered A Mama. You said grossing $71 million.
$74 million.
71.
Oh, $71 million.
Wow.
$71 million. Yeah.
That's crazy because that doesn't seem like a. Well, maybe it did a lot in television or something, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of money, though. Okay. Let's go on to number 16. You ready? Oh, hey, Loves. Is it Loves You or Loves Me?
Yep. well, when she comes in with Loves You, it's the same person, but
I know.
even when she comes in with Loves Me, it's still the same person.
Okay, are we on 16?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. So question 16 is, who played the Candyman in the 4 films of the Candyman film series? Was it A, Dwayne Jones, B, William Marshall, C, Wesley Snipes, or D, Tony Todd? So was it A, Dwayne Jones, B, William Marshall, C, Wesley Snipes, or D, Tony Todd? That's actually a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
But, wanted to put some in there that were a little bit easier.
Good one.
And you got the answer.
Yeah, someone already answered. In fact, the first person to answer got it.
Yes, I see where Time for Exploring come in there.
Yep.
With the answer, it is D, Tony Todd.
So what does that mean for Tim then? Is he tied for first or?
He is actually number one, I think.
He's number one with a bullet. Hey, he's back. All right.
Tony Todd.
Tony. Oh, see? You were off looking it up. That's what it was. Okay. Did you know that answer?
No, I didn't know the answer at all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I knew that one because I actually like those. I used to like those movies. I haven't seen one in a long time. When's the last time you saw one of those Candyman movies, Patrick?
Well, I know I wanted to get the new one. Jordan Peele did the new one. He produced the new one, but unfortunately, Tony Todd is in it for for a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean the movie's good. Everybody likes the movie. I mean, everybody said, but
Good night, Becky.
I'm really saddened that he only got a minute's worth of screen time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good night, Becky.
I mean, he's pretty much responsible for the whole franchise. The reason why it's still relevant. And
Right.
that's what I gave him was just a minute's worth of screen time. I just find that rather insulting.
Do you think that was because of that, or do you think he decided he didn't want to do anymore?
No, he was key to the whole movie. In order for that movie to work, he had to be a part. He had to be a part of it. As
Okay.
far as I feel, I mean, if you made a movie and didn't include him, I think you're going to lose half your box office.
I'm just wondering if he decided he wanted to do a cameo and he didn't want to do a whole.
Oh, I'm sure he wanted to do a lot more than what he did. I mean, that's his legacy. I mean, whenever he goes,
Right.
or anybody brings him up his career, the first thing they mention is Candyman.
Yeah.
Good night, Happy Place Camping.
Hey, thanks for being here. Happy Place Camping. And Becky's gone. Becky took off too, right? Good night, Becky. Okay, what question are we on, Kenny?
We're on question 17, and this one
You think I'd remember that?
This one you have some notes beside it.
Okay. Don't tell us what the note is yet. 17. What is the highest grossing Stephen King film adaptation? Is it A, The Shining, B, the 2017 remake of the film It, C, Redfish, Bluefish, or D, Creepshow? So is it A, The Shining, B, the 2017 remake of the film It, C, Redfish, Bluefish, or D, Creepshow? You got the right answer in there.
I'm not seeing it yet.
It's in.
Kicking It Country.
Oh, did I miss one?
I'm saying Kicking It Country's.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. They just didn't put the letter in, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It said B, the 2017 remake of It. So Kicking It Country.
Have you seen it? Anybody?
I saw both of them.
So you both seen the new one, the remake of it?
Yeah, that's actually the last movie I saw at the theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
The first half was much better. the first one was much better than the second one.
I agree. The first one was way better than the second one, I think, anyways.
I found it really funny that the clown was outstaged by he was outstaged in his own movie by someone more evil.
I haven't seen it. I guess I'll have to watch it.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
You know, I have a question for you, Patrick.
Sure.
Streaming services, like on Roku or Fire Stick or whatever. Any that you recommend for horror movies? I have Shudder.
I don't do streaming. I'm strictly physical.
Oh, really?
Yeah, physical media.
Okay, so you just do the hard copy of the CD of the DVD.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think streaming is, it's I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I like collecting the physical. I like going to hunting for it. I like looking at it and it's in my hand. It's like reading a book. For me, ebook versus a regular book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go into like thrift stores and hunt for DVDs?
Yeah, I go to Salvation Army, which is a pretty good place, and I go to my local library, which is a really good place. It's actually the best place I can still go to get relatively new releases, and I can get them for $1.
Oh, so that like when they're liquidating, getting rid of stuff, then they sell them off.
Yeah, they donate the excess. They have a little built-in in the library. They have a built-in bookstore in there, and they get passed down to there, and then they sell them to the public for $1 a piece.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've always been kind of into the collecting also. I have a lot of DVDs, but I also have a lot of CDs, and I have 3,000 records. And I mean, I have all kinds of stuff. And now we're trying to go full time in an RV, and none of that's going. You know what I mean? I've got to get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's really weird for us physical media people. Is like, I tell you what's really funny. It's like you go try to buy like a Walt Disney movie, and Walt Disney movies are always the most expensive. They always are. It's just they're like $4, $5, $6 more than anybody else. And you just couldn't. And when you did find them out in the wild, they were generally so beat up and scratched that you couldn't grab them
because kids were watching them.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that they've gotten streaming, now the adults are actually they're donating all their physical copies, and so now you're able to get really good copies for between 50 cents for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're talking about from like a thrift store or from a?
I don't shop Goodwill. It's the only place I don't shop because Goodwill's prices are extremely high.
Okay. I think it depends on where you are and you know what Goodwill, because I think the DVDs are only like $2 at the one by my house.
Yeah, over my house they can run, but it's $4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's expensive of where I'm at. Salvation Army lowered all their prices, so it's only 50 cents. But they cull through theirs, and they don't really put out a whole lot of horror. So it's really hard to get really good deals because most of the movies they get, they don't put out.
Gotcha. Okay, so what number are we on, Kenny?
Well, on 18, but do you want me to give that little side note on that?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but
the side note was hang on a minute.
It was on 17.
300. Yeah, it was on number 17. $327.5 million
For it.
For it. Yeah.
Okay. Now I actually saw somewhere that the second highest grossing horror adaptation was It Too, the second part of it for Stephen King.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was like 170 something million or something like that. I can't remember. Okay, so what number are we on, Kenny? We are on 18, right?
We're on number 18. Yes. Hey, Cookie.
Hey, Cookie's here. Thanks for being here. Question 18. Which film from the Halloween franchise was Jamie Lee Curtis not in from this list? A, Halloween 1978. B, Halloween H2O 20 years later. C, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Or D, Halloween Resurrection. So it's A, Halloween 1978. B, Halloween H2O 20 years later. C, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Or D, Halloween Resurrection.
I see the correct answer. Time for exploring. It is correct. C.
Tim's good at this stuff.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Good job, Tim.
So how many Halloween movies has everybody seen?
5.
5?
Yeah, the first 5.
The first 5? How about you?
I think I saw a couple of them a long time ago.
Like when they came out or shortly after?
I don't remember too much about them anymore.
What about
actually something I should probably rewatch, actually, because it's been so long.
Yeah, what about the Rob Zombie Halloween?
I don't remember that one.
When did that come out?
You
have it right over there. He's gonna go over to the library and look.
See, the first one came out 2000. It's like 2007. Wow, is it really that late? Wow, okay. And then the second one came out in, oh boy, where is it? 2010.
2010. Oh, it's been that long.
Wow.
I don't think I've seen either of those. I don't know. I have a problem with Rob Zombie movies because, you're watching a zombie movie, and then they go into the basement and there's aliens in there. You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't stick to a theme. I don't know. I have a problem with it.
What are you saying? Aliens don't go along with zombies?
No, they don't really like each other.
No,
In fact, it's been kind of like the Hatfields and McCoys. They've never liked each other. So
I agree. They
That's
kind of
my
have a
opinion.
good mixture, really. They don't really go together. I don't get it sometimes. It's like filler sometimes when you look at it.
Yeah, I know. What number are we on, Kenny?
We're on number 19.
Question 19. All right. So, which horror film actress slept in bloody clothes for 3 days to nail the look of a gory scene? Was it A, Sissy Spacek, B, Janet Leigh, C, Drew Barrymore, or D, Sigourney Weaver? So, was it A, Sissy Spacek, B, Janet Leigh, C, Drew Barrymore, or D, Sigourney Weaver?
I see Adventures in TV Land come in there with the correct answer. It is a Sissy Spacek.
Sissy Spacek. So you know why I didn't give the names of the movies, because that would have been so obvious.
Right. Right.
And what was the movie? Is it on there? It's Carrie. I don't think it's on there.
And the movie was Carrie.
Okay, it is on there. All right.
And the last question, 20.
Yeah, but you know what? I have one more thing. Do you guys? Okay, so you know how there's a lot of movies about like the Tooth Fairy and leprechauns and that kind of thing, Santa Claus, and so. What is your favorite? Actually, what is your favorite series of films that are in that category? But also, what are your favorite? Like, are you into the Easter Bunny horror movies, or are you into leprechauns, or you know what I'm saying?
There's a series that came out. It's hit and miss. I mean, by Full Moon, the Puppet Master series is pretty fun. Yeah, like the first 4 or 5 were really strong, and after that, it's sort of like seeing like with each one that got put out, they spent less money on it, and so by the time they got done with it, it was pretty bad. But the first 4 or 5 are great; they're fun.
I think I have the first 3 or 4. I think there's a couple. There's like one DVD that has several of them on the same DVD. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
They put out one with like the first 8 movies, and then they put with 3 others from another series that Fordman was doing called Killjoy, and which is about a demonic clown. Yeah, that's I know I picked up that I picked up that multi-pack a while ago.
Yeah,
so that's a fun series. You got Critters. That's another one. There's a lot of creature features like that.
Yeah, but what about the ones that have to do with I don't know how to explain it, like the Tooth Fairy or folklore kind of icons, you know what I mean?
You got Krampus. Krampus. Yeah, there's been like 2 or 3 Krampus movies. There's been Darkness Falls. I think was about the Tooth Fairy. Trying to think of what else is there. Scary stories to tell in the dark. They had a lot of folk horror. Troll Hunter.
KT Spirit was afraid of Bugs Bunny, so
Bugs.
Easter Bunny is a fairly dangerous character, according to Vanquished.
Well, you
Yeah,
started it saying Easter Bunny ones, right? So,
What? There are some Easter Bunny ones, yeah.
yeah, there are. There's an anthology film called Holidays, and it that's the story. It was about each holiday, and the one they did for Easter was extremely creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Holidays?
Holidays, yeah, it's an anthology film.
I'm gonna write that one down.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I actually don't. I'm not a big fan of anthology films usually.
You know what? Oh man, the best one I can tell you to get though is get one called VHS.
Oh, I've watched. Isn't there a couple of those VHS movies?
Yeah, there's they just released VHS 94. There was VHS, VHS 2, VHS Viral, and then VHS 94. But the first one is the best one, and it's spun off a movie from that first one called Siren, based on the first story of the first one, and that's the one you want to watch. That was great.
Hey, how about mermaid movies? You seen any good mermaid horror movies?
Yeah, I think there's been some good mermaid movies. Yeah, there's actually been some good mermaid movies.
Yeah, I remember one where there's like a doctor who cuts this mermaid's tail off so he can kind of keep her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he puts her in with some mental patients.
I didn't even know there was any mermaid horror movies.
Yeah, there are.
Yep, and even the movies are like sort of aimed toward a youthful audience. I saw one that was supposed to be aimed for the tween audience. Oh, Andy was not. That was not a tween ending. That was a pretty brutal one. Really surprising, actually. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about the mermaid.
I can't remember what it's called. It's not called Sirens, right?
No. Gosh, Stephen Chow did it. Let me see if I can find it for you. He did Kung Fu Hustle.
Okay. Good night, Ann.
Let's see if I can find it.
Well, we got question number 20, but the issue is Kenny's not here to give me the answer. Oh, there he is. Perfect timing.
Mother Nature was calling. So
okay. We're at question 20.
NJ, and also before we go on, my dad had a question. Has any of y'all ever seen what was it, Dad? Black Christmas.
Oh, from 1973, Bob Clark. Yeah, that's a good movie. They remade it recently, and that was a piece of poo. But the original one from 1973 was really good. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real good one.
Oh, Tom says Mermaid Down was the movie I was talking about. Does that sound right?
That might be it. I know Stephen Chow did it, and it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah,
That's it.
The movie that I saw was a really good one. That one I saw. Go ahead, Kenny.
What was the one? What did you say there?
One with Cœur de Lait.
What was the one with Cœur de Lait?
Do you know that, Patrick?
The mermaid movie?
No, the Christmas movie.
The Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, that was with Cœur de Lait, Olivia. Oh God, Olivia. No, it wasn't Olivia. Olivia Hussey. Olivia Hussey was in it. Margot Kidder, I believe, was in that.
See, I was thinking that was Black Christmas.
Yeah, I think they remade that movie. It came out in 74. And
I was seeing it back then, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, Olivia Hussey, Keir Dullea, Margot Kidder, and directed by Bob Clark. Who else was it? Oh, John Saxon was in it. Andrea Martin from the lady who played on the Canadian TV series. Yeah, she was in that.
Oh, we got a Canadian TV series expert here. No, I'm just kidding.
The comedy, the long-running comedy show with the one with
Not
the
even close.
with the guy, with the McKenzie brothers in it.
Oh, Bob and Doug McKenzie, the Great White North.
I think it's SCTV. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She was. She later went on to do that, and Jay Martin.
Oh, okay.
Everybody always comes up with the Great White North.
You know what? How many people come up with Count Floyd? Because I actually have a Count Floyd record, and I was trying to find it before the live stream, so I could like do a little show and tell. Hey, we're at number 20. We probably should do number 20. There's probably people that are living on the East Coast and keeping their eyes open with toothpicks. So maybe we should go ahead and do number 20. You ready, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now Kenny's in the Eastern time zone, but he's just getting his second wind right now. Aren't you, Kenny?
Well, I have slept many hours, so.
Oh, okay.
I went to bed about 2 or 3 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
And then I
So
slept.
he'll be up until Saturday.
I slept until about 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
I watched Magnificent Germany with Darian this morning. And then after that, I went back to sleep, and I slept till about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Hey, I got a question for you in the chat. And actually, there was somebody else here that I missed. But there's a question for you.
Do I ever sleep? Yes, I do. And sometimes I do sleep on my own live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. They sold you out, Kenny.
I call them out every week for it.
Believe it or not, that one live stream, I went over 15 some odd hours. And
how many hours sleeping?
And so I had about 30 or some people in my chat, and they were just chatting away and watching me sleep. And believe it or not, that one live stream, it has well reached over 500 and some odd views.
Of you sleeping. You should sleep on all your live streams.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Kenny.
I want to say hi to Dick Sensei. That's somebody that is new here, I think.
Who's that?
Dick Sensei, like karate sensei. Okay, number 20. Did I put it in the chat already?
I didn't see it.
This is number 20. I don't know if I put it in the chat or not, but here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now I need to get something set here for this because I won't be able to do it unless. Okay, what horror movie franchise is this part of is this clip of a trailer from? Does that make sense? It's a little part of a trailer. What horror movie franchise is it from?
The sci-fi horror thriller with balls.
Okay, so the answers are A, Sphere, B, Phantasm, C, Saw, or D, The Ring. So do I need to play it again?
Yeah, the only thing we saw is Showtime.
You heard it though, right?
No.
Oh. Hold on a second. You didn't hear it? Let me try it again. And yeah, let me try it again. And then if it doesn't work, then Patrick's going to have to come up with question 20. Okay, here we go.
I will see.
The sci-fi horror thriller with balls.
Did you hear it?
No, it said it failed to play the clip.
Okay. Well, never mind then. You got a good question for us, Patrick?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Kicking in countries come in there with correct answer.
Oh, well, then I guess he did hear it.
It is B, Phantism.
He got it right. So,
Oh, did he get it right?
yeah, he heard it.
Oh, okay. Well,
You're
there you
not
go.
hearing it.
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. You can still come up with a question, though.
Sure. In what movie does someone get hit in the face with an axe while listening to "Hip to Be Square"? In what movie does someone get hit in the face with an axe while listening to "Hip to Be Square"?
Do we got any answers?
Yeah. Is it Friday the 13th? The Burning, Mad Men, or American Psycho? Yeah.
Somebody got the
it.
answer already. It's Tom. Tom got the answer already. Right?
Yeah, it's American Adventures in TV Land.
Yeah, so that's Tom
yeah.
Varner. He must be a horror movie fan because he had some of the tougher answers in there.
So
who won?
it's a tie between Kicking It Country and Time for Exploring.
Really?
4 apiece.
They're gonna have to fight it out.
For
They're
nothing.
gonna have to go into the cage, and they each get to pick a weapon, fight it out to win nothing. How's that sound?
Good job, guys.
Yeah, this is fun.
Good job, everyone.
This is 2 weeks in a row that Tim has won here. I mean, he's tied this time, but
yeah, this is a lot of fun. Good job, Greg. Oh,
thank you. Yeah, we try to do this every week, every Wednesday night at 8 my time. What time is it where you're at, Patrick?
It is 12:34.
So you're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Is that a Georgetown hat?
No, University of Georgia.
It is Georgia. Okay, because Georgetown has a bulldog also. Yeah. I just thought it might be Georgetown. Okay. So you guys are both on the East Coast. Of course, Kenny will be up for another 5-6 hours. But we're on the West Coast over here. I'll
probably go and catch up on some lives that I missed.
How many live streams do you have to mod tonight, Kenny?
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah, you. All right, hey.
I don't know if I'll mod any. I'll probably watch.
What's that?
There's probably still a couple ready to go up.
You can do all the New Zealand channels. You can do all the modding on the New Zealand
live streams. Yeah, to catch up on some live streams that I missed today.
Yeah. What did you miss?
Well, I was asleep during Roy and Becky, and
okay.
I missed their premiere that they did, and I missed the premiere of Camp and Therapy.
Okay.
And I missed Melonomadic Adventures today.
That was a good stream.
What's that?
That was a good stream today.
I missed it too. That's my partner channel, and I missed his live stream.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. I just kind of spaced it out, Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody in the chat for being here.
Inviting me.
And Fairy Dust says we freaked her out. Good job. Congratulations. I don't know if she's talking to us, but maybe. Oh, Kenny is the diehard, and that's true. Kenny will mod 2 live streams while he's on one and watching another one. But that's just Kenny. While he's sleeping.
I have actually modded 3 different live streams at one time.
Yeah.
And I'm not missed a beat.
Wow.
I would give you a sticker, Tim, but I don't have stickers. So I don't know. I could send you a photo from one of my expeditions as a prize, which I told you I could do before. Here is an email. If you wanted to send me your address, I'll send you a picture from something from one of the expeditions I go on. And I also...
Is that supposed to be Gmail or is that supposed to be just
No,
mail?
just mail. Just mail.
Oh, okay.
And I have actually I have memberships now, and it's the first time I've had that. So I don't know if that shows up in the chat or what, but
it will when somebody when somebody clicks that join button. It'll show up. It'll show up.
Oh, I see it.
I've seen it happen on live streams.
Okay. Well, today's the first time I've had it. I just set it up like about 20 minutes before the live stream. So makes sense if nobody has done it yet. I have 3 months until I see Tim in Quartzsite, and then I have to have a sticker. Okay, well, I have to have stickers made then, I guess. Hey, anyway, thanks everybody for being in the chat, and thanks for you guys for being on the panel. And check out their channels for sure. That was weird.
It was awesome being here, Greg.
No, yeah, well, thank you for being here.
Thanks for making sure I had the right time zone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Earlier today. And if you guys like my channel, you're gonna like Camping with Clammy, because it's some similar stuff on there. But are you working on that retro trailer right now still?
Yeah, I just finished putting in a diesel, or Marcy and I just finished putting in a diesel heater on it. So we did a video on how that works, how easy it is, and the power consumption, because a lot of people are like, how much power does it use? So I actually showed that, and then we still have some interior stuff to do. So it's the bathroom, she says, needs to be finished because we redid the water in there as well. So yeah, there's still some more to do on that one. Hoping someday to do a van as well, and then we also have the exploration stuff is going on as well.
Oh, so what happens if you don't get the job done on time? Do you get hit with another bucket of water, or?
You saw that? I know, right?
Yeah. Hey, Tracy.
Apparently, you dump water on me. How does that work?
Hang on a second. I got to play something real quick. And I hope the sound works on this. Just give me a second. And here we go. That's for you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat. Now, did you hear that one?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, Tracy. Appreciate it. All right. Well, I hope you guys will come back on sometime. What's that?
Camping with Clammy is muted. Was muted.
Oh yeah, when I'm not talking, I mute just so I'm not making any background noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's not making any background noise.
Oh God, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, thank you guys for being here, and also hope you guys will be on again in the future if it fits your schedule, and we can do this again.
Sure.
And Kenny will probably be back next week, I hope.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Kenny. It was nice having. I wish I would have asked a couple more questions about abandoned exploration, because that's something that I'm into also. But our other guest that actually does that on his channel is not here. So maybe I could have you back and we could talk about that stuff on a future one, about some URBEX stuff. Okay.
I think he's muted.
Are you muted?
Nope.
I don't know. No, he's not muted. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that on the future one. Also, what you thought the horror questions were pretty good, Patrick?
Yeah. No, they're great questions.
Okay. Well, we could do another horror movie question thing, maybe on a Friday the 13th or something sometime.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm down for it.
Okay, cool. Hey, thanks a lot. and I'll see everybody next Wednesday. I don't have any guests scheduled. I do have, I have a guest, but not for the whole segment. I have somebody who's going to come on and talk about the cleanup near Quartzsite that's going on in November for the BLM land and stuff like that. So that should be interesting. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome, Greg. Thanks for having me. You know how to get a hold of us.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Right.
Awesome.